Welcome to week 6. Give me 1 second. Got a little light problem here. There. I got to have the soft light blasting me in the face. Makes me look more handsome. We got Blake in here. We got Kappa in here. What's up, gentlemen? Excited for week 6. Should be a fun game tonight. Might be a bloodbath. This has the makings of a bloodbath. This is what I expect to happen. I'm going to expect this to happen. One of my favorite clips from Commando. Here it is. My expectations of this game. Seven point line right now, 7.5. That seems low, but I suppose it's the combination of Eagles on the road, Thursday Night Football, and a divisional game. So those three factors led this line to be 7. I feel like this should be a 10-point line. I mean, beyond the fact the Giants have, a poo offense, Jackson Dart's really raw. They have no pass catchers. I read a report earlier that Daniel Bellinger is going to be very prominently involved in the passing game as their number 2 tight end. That's grody, bro. That's grody. Blake, that is a very good comment. He said saw something saying Jalen is 1-7 against the spread his last 8 when favored by this much. I just think that the reason I love the Eagles in this game, and I'm not betting the Eagles, I'm betting them in spreads in terms of parlays and shit. But it's the narrative thing, right? Like they just came off a bad loss, and in Philly right now the sky's falling. They've lost the game. They've won 20 out of their last 22, 20 out of their last 23. So I think that is the narrative I'm going on. They're going to just try to beat the shit out of the Giants. Now, are they capable of doing it? Who knows? I don't know. Kappa, what's going on, bro? Who ends the game with the most fantasy points? I'm going to go Saquon Barkley. That is my bet that's my beating the odds bet, gentlemen. It's gone up. I got it at 103, 103.5 total yards for Saquon. It's now at like 107, depending on the app you're using. Love that one, dude. It's, Saquon had 6 carries. I think 6 carries, 1 carry in the second half in a game they were winning against the Broncos. And he played a lot of snaps. So the thing is, if he was actually hurt, why would he be playing that many snaps? So he was out there. They just weren't running the ball. So that is one of my parlays. So I'm going to put these up. Plus 15 hundo. I'm going to put these up here. I'll put them up sporadically here when more people get in. But I'm going to give you, I have a deep, deep, deep banger. Let's see. Here it is. So this one is 36-1. You have, let's see. I get that comment off here. There we go. So you can't see the top. The top is Eagles -7. And then over 41, Barkley to score a touchdown, Brown to score a touchdown, Brown 80 yards, Barkley over 86, then Scatabo over 13.5 receiving yards. Don't hate that one. That's kind of just a weird one. I'm going to put the other ones up here too. And then I'll do it again later in the show and actually have people in here watching. It's hard for me to see. I got to make the screen bigger. Here we go. Again, all of these are pretty much banking on the Eagles beating the pants off them. And then Jackson Dart probably just getting some garbage time yards there. This is a first TD score, 38-1. Saquon's only 4-1. I don't really love that, but I feel like it should happen. It's either going to be him, Hurts, or Brown. Although it could be Dallas Goedert, that fucking bum. Here's the long shot. This is the long shot one. This is 350 plus 35,000. This is 350-1. I love this one. Now, this needs the Eagles to whoop their ass. I wanted to go Eagles -20.5, but it wouldn't let me do that with these lines. So I'm not hating on Goddard. I'm saying he's scoring too many touchdowns right now, dude. What's up, J-Bob? This one is it's correlated well. That's what I like about this one. With the odds here, the correlation, you need the Eagles to win by like 30-17, for instance. Actually, that wouldn't work. 35-14, say. Which could happen. A.J. Brown has a big reception. Scadabo's getting dump offs. Jalen Hyatt's the big, like the weird one here, but he's going to be playing a lot of snaps. He's terrible at football. I hate Jalen Hyatt, but yeah, and then over 44.5. So I think this is correlated very well. So I do like that one. And then the last one, I did 4 on this game. I didn't even boost that one just because I love it. This is your AJ Brown 2 touchdown scorer, Kappa, you mentioned. So I'm just pairing that with Barkley and then Jackson Dart. This is a big ass one here. $10 to win 1,300. So I feel like these, obviously some long shots and shit, but I feel like the odds, it's more likely these hit than what the odds say. I guess that's my thing. So, I hit some of these big long ones, not since week 1, but Blake, Jalen Hyatt, dude, I was actually watching Reception Perception today, Matt Harmon, and he showed so Jalen Hyatt was supposed to be a first-round pick, which is absolutely bonkers because he's 180 pounds. He's fast, but he's nothing. And then he showed his pre NFL draft reception perception in terms of his routes. And yeah, Big Lebowski, baby. I have the pants too. Not wearing them. I'm not wearing pants at all right now. So just so you know. But I saw I looked at the Jalen Hyatt's his route tree in college, dude. It was all red, and there was the 3 route. He ran a 9 route well, which is a go route. He ran a was it maybe a dig? There was 3 routes he ran like at a decent clip in terms of success rate. All the other ones were red. So yeah, I do like. Here's one thing I also did. I did do Jalen Hyatt. I didn't bet his yards total. I did all the alternate lines. I sprinkled a couple dollars on him because he's like 18.5 is his total. And he is a big play merchant. So with some garbage time mixed in there, I like 80 plus, 90 plus, 100 plus at like 30 to 1. That is a nice little sprinkle to put on there. Yeah, Blake, you know your shit because that is true. Story is always on here saying you don't trust a Tennessee receiver. That was why we didn't trust Dante Thornton on this because Dante Thornton is essentially just a souped up version of Jalen Hyatt. And Jalen Hyatt was my comp to him, not as a player because Dante Thornton's a monster. It was just the situation and a guy that had 28 catches in college, like coming in and like that usually doesn't work out. And it has not worked out for Jalen Hyatt. It remains to be seen, but it does not seem like it's going to work out for Dante Thornton, at least not this year in fantasy. So, yeah, Dylan Sampson isn't. Who's the other Tennessee running back that, it hasn't worked out for Jalen Wright. He was a Tennessee running back, right? Who was the other ones, Blake? I don't know them off the top of my head. Give me some names here, Tennessee running backs. What's going on, Mark? Mark, you weren't in here to start the stream. Fucking A. You call yourself the #1 super fan? You missed 8 minutes of the stream. I'm super, 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 super disappointed. Ooh, Alvin Kamara. I'm just kidding, Mark. Kamara, Arian Foster. Mark, I'm going to make you, Mark, if you want, I'm going to make you a moderator on the streams here, if you don't mind, because you're in here a lot. Just because last night we had that clown that was trolling, all the Josh Downs thing. So, for sure. Look at Mark. What a dedicated guy Mark is. I love Mark. I'm going to make you this. You don't have to do anything, but in case that you're the only one on, there's a troll in here. You have the same controls that I have to just remove them. This is going to be a managing moderator. There we go. All right. Appreciate you, man. Anyways, I'm going to look at some of the lines here for the game. I already put my, it's all up in the Discord, by the way, too. Devonta Smith. What do we think about Devonta Smith, gentlemen? No, it was pretty funny. To be honest, it was pretty funny. And I think I lost patience at the end because I had those beers. And after he came back the 5th time, J-Bob, it's always there. Hold on. Give me 1 second, J-Bob. So when he came back, when Josh Downs or whatever the hell his name was at that time came back for the 5th time and like was trying to be polite and then like went back to his same shit, I kind of lost my temper a bit. And that's me losing my temper, like jokingly, I suppose. Hey, we always are having this going. This is always going, gentlemen, right here. Always going. So he asks, is this a beer stream? It's always going, there's a lot of ways to get this going here. So yeah, there we go. It's always going. I'm always willing to. I do like beer. It's good stuff. So yeah, that's always going. And then the nice thing is Saturday nights for the gambling show, I think Ray, my boy Ray, you saw him on here, Big Ray. He is Chris Farley. That dude, he's going to be doing it with me. So that's the best part. Okay, talking about Devontae Smith. Devontae usually plays decent against New York. 4 catches, 51 yards, and 0.5 TDs scored against them in 6 games. I hope not, man. So me and Story have Devontae Smith in our league that we co-manage, but I am against Devontae Smith in 7 spots this week, dude. 7 spots, 7 out of 25. So usually this year has not worked out. Whenever I go against the guy that much, they always pop off. So I'm looking a little scared because I don't want that. And the thing is, I think this is an AJ Brown game. I know this is a Saquon Barkley game, and I just need Hurts to have a tush push touchdown. And like I know Brown will probably score one. I know Barkley might score 2, and there's probably not going to be 6 touchdowns to go around. So, and I don't expect a large passing volume in this game. I think they're going to run the ball. That's my hope. I'll take if he goes 4 for 60. I'm happy. I can't have Devonta Smith catching 2 touchdowns against me this week because all my bets I don't have him in there. And I wasn't trying to be biased, like, and not putting him in the bets because I'm against him in fantasy. That's bad business. I just don't. I think it's an AJ Brown game. So maybe I'm trying to will it into existence, but I guess we'll see. Anyways, though, Saturday nights, Ray's gonna be doing the gambling show, which, as you know, is a really late show where we get pretty wacky and wild. We did the Tommy Boy movie deep dive, and he did what does he call it? It's when you it's what he does is he took a shot. He took a shot of whiskey, and then all holding his breath, took a shot of whiskey, ripped a hit of not it wasn't a bong, it was just a bowl, right? Hit a bud, and then chugs a pint of beer, all holding it in, and then blows it out. This is a start a podcast, and we already had maybe 5 or 6 beers, but like a shot, a beer chug, and then holding in bud for like a minute. Dude, it was a great podcast. So that's who Ray is. So he's going to be on this with me. Hurts 1.5 pass TDs at like plus 168 or something. Yeah, that could be a good one. I mean, I just think this is just a route. J Bob, I don't smoke weed anymore, man. I do have weed always at my house. I haven't smoked weed in like 4 months, and then it's been like once a month at most before that since like 2023. So he said it used to be called the suicide. There's a name for it. I forget the name. It's a well-known thing. So yeah, Ray will do that. I'll have him do it for donations. I can maybe get some liquor involved, but I got to keep my wits about me too. These 3-hour streams, I got a little sloppy at the 3 hour, the one we did where we get a lot of those. I'm not complaining, just saying. I got to keep my wits about me a bit. You know what I mean? Not to mention in this stream, I'm going to be watching the game. My wife's gone. She's going to be gone. She might come in here and say hi in a little bit. Anyways, and then I have a 2-hour stream with Story tonight. So I got to try to, although I will still chug a beer, but I got to try to keep my wits about me. It's going to be a long night. One of my favorite songs from Ween. It's going to be a long night. What's going on, Michael? We're just chatting about the game. I'll put my bets up here in a second. Since I know you're not in the Discord, you didn't get access to them. Just so you know, Michael and everyone else in here, I do post a full, it's a 22-second video, just a regular YouTube video on these primetime games. Usually like 3 hours before game time, it's already up there if you want to get to play as early as possible, if you don't want to wait for these streams. It's Saquon Barkley, 103 total yards. That's the bet, over 103. Matt says, when you wake up on Wednesday and thought it was Saturday, you can't make that shit up. That was like it wasn't even for like a minute. It was for like a solid like 5-10 minutes. I was just like going about my day thinking it was Saturday. It's one thing if you're one day off, like, you know what I mean? That's like me thinking it's fucking December, like Christmas. Like, no, bro, it's not even fucking Halloween yet. Football and hockey. Yeah. So hockey, this is like a first actual night of like full on scheduled hockey, correct? Well, Michael, not to be the Debbie Downer here, nicotine and caffeine is a drug. So like weed is still a drug. It's just like alcohol is worse of a drug, I guess is the way we'd describe it. But yes, I agree. Marijuana is like medicine, bro. I miss smoking weed for sure. Hey, Poker Guts, what's up, man? Dude, you are the AI wizard, Poker. In the Discord, this guy has the best AI ones. I wish I would put the Aaron Rodgers one you had up here, but like that would get me flagged for sure. For sure. Yeah, sneaky. My bet of the game is Saquon Barkley's total yards over 103.5. So I think he's gonna. And that, you know what? What's funny is I didn't even think about the narrative factor. I just looked at numbers and the fact they haven't been using him. He's had a bad year so far. This is a rematch game. Like, why wouldn't they just like shove it in their face? They have Saquon. Like, that's just another. I don't like the narrative thing too much, but like, it's not a bad thing to have that narrative. Bless you. It's Dodgers, man. It's Dodgers. I'm sorry, I can't go against the juggernaut of the Dodgers. So Blake's going totally sober now, huh? What is the plus 6,000 pays 700? What is the parlay, Poker? Put it in here for us. What do you got? What kind of cigs you smoke, Blake? Are you a Newport dude? Full PPR, I'm going scat, man. I'm going the scat, man. The report today was really, really encouraging. I know Tracy's back, but like I'm not worried this game like about Tracy. I don't think he's getting more than 20% of the snaps, even if that was like if he could play more. They came out and endorsed scat. Like no one, it wasn't even like a question by a reporter. They just endorsed scat, saying he is their short-term back in terms of short, like in the short term, and he is their long-term back. So I don't know why they would do that, but they said it. So in general, it's culture thing, man. The fans love Scatabo. Jackson Dart loves Scatabo. So LD Blue 100s. Those are menthol. I'm taking it. All right. So I'm gonna put these bets up again for the guys that just joined. I'm gonna put this up here again just because I love this graphic. This is just great. It's the beer chug fundraiser. Whoops, I don't want to move that. Here we go. This is the Patreon. Whoops, I gotta get to the bets. I got the bets. Where's the bets at? Here's the bets. This one it's hard to see. Eagles are -7 on this parlay, and that's a big guy. A lot of legs there. I don't like a lot of the legs, but it's a no sweat. So fuck it. This one is not as long, but I like these. They make a lot of sense. Another no sweat here, 38-1. Here's the long shot. This is the long shot, baby. This one is the money maker. I didn't even boost this one because I used all my boosts. It's 350-1 on this guy right here. So I'm digging this one, man. I think it should be 100-1. Like maybe because Jalen Hyatt is like his yards are at 15. So I really alternate line that one hard. But in the Eagles, -16.5. I'm not worried about that. I think that one covers, man. And then there's one more. This is another really, really deep banger here. This is AJ Brown, 2 touchdowns. So all you really need is a deep touchdown from AJ Brown. I think they will get him a couple fades in the end zone here. If it's like 1st and goal from the 7, I think they're going to AJ Brown at least a couple times. And if he scores 2 touchdowns, it's going to correlate with Saquon getting a big game on the ground. And then Jackson Dart playing from behind 200, alt 200 yards. So we'll see about those, man. I know it probably seems like sunk costs, like you're losing money, and you might. It's $35 I'm risking. So here we go. Mark, Coleman or Sharp this week in the flex full PPR. Oh, I mean, I always like playing the receiver, bro. But Charbonnet is just getting a touchdown every game. So probably Charbonnet. If you want to go for some upside, I think Sharp has limited upside unless he scores 2 touchdowns. Coleman could catch a deep bomb. But I think we're going Coleman. But Sharp is safer. Poker has Dart over 179 passing, Theo TD, Goddard TD, Jalen 25 rushing, Dart 25 over. Smith 40. Okay. Oh, that wasn't you, Poker? I just figured it was you. I don't know who posted that one, but it was fucking sweet. Scat or Dobbins? If it's full PPR, I want Scat, Jason. If it's half PPR, I want Dobbins. Oh, hell yeah. Thanks, Blake. So what's the format, Jason? Like standard for sure, Dobbins. I can see Scat having 6. Yeah, in half, I'd probably go Dobbins. I think. The appeal to Scatterbo is he could have 6 or 7 catches in this game, dump downs. You're not getting that from Dobbins, but Dobbins has a much better chance for a touchdown. Dobbins has a good matchup too. You're going Dobbins here. As much as I love Scatterbo, with Tracy coming back, which is still a little bit of a concern, like there's not much concern with Dobbins against the Jets. The Jets are just terrible. I like Theo. I think that he might have more catches and yards than we expect, but I mean, finding the end zone again, like that's not a sticky stat. I don't know how many touchdowns the Giants are going to score. So I think he's a streaming tight end for sure. And I want to give my boy Story some credit here. He mentioned Theo Johnson on so many pods in the preseason, like the pre-NFL draft, fantasy draft season. And I was like pushing back against it. And then I watched his film, his college film, and then part of his rookie film. It was limited rookie film. And the dude's a monster, and he looks even better this year. So now with Neighbors being out, I love it. I do like Theo more than Mason Taylor the rest of the season. Yeah, Dart likes them. I think their skill sets match up a little bit too. Where, you got the RPO stuff where you get the quick reads to Theo, and then in the red zone, Dart has a big arm, and Theo's a monster. So first name is your name's Marcus, should be going by that in honor of the legend. Marcus is a cool name, or go by Mark. You ever heard of that? Blake is all right though too. Jason got Hall as well as my RB1. Should I start Scat over Hall? No, I'm starting Breece Hall with no Braylon Allen. Breece Hall is involved in the passing game. He doesn't have a touchdown this year yet, or at least he doesn't have a rushing touchdown this year yet. So I know it's a tough matchup, but you never know. I mean, this is a Jets season. If they even have a chance at the season, which they don't, but this is their Super Bowl. So these London games are weird. So Marcus Allen is a legend, and I believe, you know it, Poker. You know it. I believe Marcus Allen is the he's the one that was banging OJ's wife, dude. Right? Like Nicole Brown replaced OJ with Marcus Allen, the newer, shinier, blacker thing, right? So yeah, another feather in the cap of Marcus Allen. Good thing OJ didn't kill Marcus Allen, right? Hey, TB, man, haven't seen you around. What's going on? Can you confirm that, Blake? Am I correct on that? It was Blake is essentially my Jamie, even though he's not in the room with me. I wish you were in the room with me, Blake. Marcus Allen was the one that was dating Nicole Brown when they got divorced, right? It's kind of rumors, but yeah, Theo's a good start for sure. I don't worry about the conflict of interest. Like, I know it kind of limits your upside a bit, but like the upside right now with Philly's defense is going to get a pick 6, right? It's not Theo can have a banging game, 7 for 70 to touchdown, and then the Eagles could still be the top scoring defense. So we got trade Derrick Henry for Lamar and Swift. 2 quarterback league. Yeah, I want Lamar and Swift, dude. Like, it's a 2 quarterback league, especially. If it wasn't a 2 quarterback league, I might want to do that. And I love Derrick Henry, but for sure. He's also looking to do either Kyler or Daniel Jones for DK. If you do that, then you do the other trade, and you trade Kyler right now. He's hurt. They're a dumpster fire, and I want DK over Quentin Johnston. Now, it's probably not popular opinion, but that's what I want. Game face, London for Debo, Ladd, and Addison. Worth it? If it's a 10-team league, yes. If it's a 12-team league, I would not do. That's too much depth, man. Like, you're one injury away from making that trade really bad. What's going on, Wally? What do you do for work, bro? Are you a male stripper? There's my Jamie from Blake. Yes, it's alleged that Nicole Brown Simpson had a romantic relationship with the O.J. Simpson friend Marcus Allen. Though Allen denied it under oath, that boy's scared of OJ. Yeah, you don't want to admit that shit an oath, man. Like, he's killed twice, he'll kill again, Here's the thing. Do we think OJ killed again? Because, he obviously robbed those dudes in Vegas for his own memorabilia, which was a bullshit charge. That's called karma, though, right there, because it's a bullshit charge. He got 17 years for something that was not even a crime. He didn't even have a gun. Everyone just flipped on him. But did he kill again? Because once you get that kill, you get that bloodlust, man. Like, I don't know. Timothy, we got a Commanders fan in here. Well, I'm just tell you this: the Commanders, you guys are a dumpster fire as a franchise, and I'm just going to lay a couple things on the line for you. Not even talking about the Schneider business as the owner. Not signing Terry McLaurin, bad decision because you signed him a week before the season. Now he's hurt. He's it's a bad year for him. He was not in shape coming in. He's hurt now. Trading away Brian Robinson for nothing, not a great decision. And now Eckler's out. I know JCM's the truth. I get that, but like you can use depth. You're in a win now mode. You have a rookie quarterback who's elite on a rookie deal. Don't trade assets and pay Terry McLaurin his money, right? Pay him his money. And they paid him, but just pay him. They should have paid him in June. And I still think I like the Rams over the Commanders, bro. Now, Commanders are contenders. Okay, here's the trade Kyler thing. Kappa, my boy Kappa, the original Rob Squared member of the show. He said, even I traded Kyler. That's how you know it's bad. This channel is pretty much founded on Kyler love by Kappa. That man, that's pretty much his, like, my Tucker Kraft love. When Tucker Kraft's my brother, my friend, my lover, my God. That is Kyler. It was Kyler to Kappa, and I think he's finally let that one go a little bit. No worries, bro. Getting some manual labor in, dude. You're probably ripped. Damn straight. Oh, TB, I'll make you one. You were actually, TB was one of the originals on this stream, and I was going to make you one way back in the day, and then I was easier for me to do it. Now with this new, I use my computer now, and now I figured out how to do it by having an iPad set up. It doesn't let me do it somehow using the Streamlabs app. Now I have my iPad open to the actual stream. So I got you, dude. Let me scroll down here. Give me a second. Actually, it was my wife that said make TB and you're also the resident doctor expert here, so there you go. Yeah, I get it. I still like. What do you guys think in the chat? Are we taking, if you had to make a Super Bowl bet, say the odds were the same, say it was plus 1,000, 10 to 1. Would you bet on the Commanders right now, or would you bet on the Rams right now? I'm taking Rams. Now, the Commanders have a brighter future. You have a young stud quarterback, and they have a 37-year-old. But they have Sean McVay. That is kind of the difference. Sean McVay is an elite coach. Wally, someone offered me London and Kamara for CD and K9. I want London and Kamara for sure. And then I want to flip Kamara right away after he has a big game. Man, I know. Sorry, Alex. I posted this in the Discord, Alex. I posted the 103.5. It was Tuesday night, I think, right when it dropped, like late night. I posted them right when I bet them, and then I'm 24-11 this year on props. So like usually give it a day, they always move the other way. Now it doesn't mean I'm always going to win them, but usually I'm on the right side of these bets. So check some other books. I think I saw it at 108. 112 is a lot. That's a 9-yard difference. I think at that point, Alex, I'd probably just do the rushing yards at like 88. It's probably 88 for the rushing yards. Just go with the rushing yards then. Kenneth Walker is the third is goated. Yeah, but they still love their Charbonnet, buddy. I got to play it. Anytime Kenneth Walker's mentioned, I have to play the Tiny Dancer. Brian Robinson's still a fine player, bro. He's still a fine player. What is your hate with Brian Robinson? What are you guys thinking here? Is Brian Robinson that much of a bum? I think he's a strong runner, man. He's always kind of been hurt, which is weird because he doesn't comp as like an injury-prone player. I just don't know how much I trust the Commanders' defense. Now, it has looked pretty good this year, but I think long-term, yes, I like the Commanders more. This year, it's close. I'm taking the Rams. And I'll say this, the Rams have a better chance to win their division, which leads to better, more favorable playoff matchups. I know the Rams division is super tough right now, but you guys play in a division with the Eagles, and the Eagles are not losing that division. No chance in hell, man. Jason, I would think so. The only downside is that I think the Eagles know that like it's going to be hard for Jackson Dart to pass with no weapons right now, and they're just going to have 9 guys in the box. So, and they're going to have a spy on Dart. That's my only concern there. I kind of like Jackson Dart's passing yard number more, just because they're going to be losing this game. At least I predict, and a lot of passing attempts. Dottle's a must start. Braden, what's going on, Braden? Dowdle's a must start if Chuba sits, like a top 14 option. What's your troll posting, Poker? He says Rams easy. I don't think it's easy. Yeah, I just think getting like a 6th round pick is nothing. You got nothing. And the Niners pick, a 6th rounder is almost a 7th rounder. So you didn't want to pay him. That's why you made the trade. You didn't plan on paying him, and you didn't want to pay him the $3 million this year, which again, Washington being cheap. Like, I love Jaden Daniels and I root for Washington, but I can't. Your organization is just like a top 5, like makes me angry. They do bad things, and I'm a Bears fan. We don't have a great organization, but you guys are just notoriously cheap. Like, you're almost on the Bengals level of just not wanting to pay people, dude. And like, if I was a Commanders fan, I'd been really upset with what went down with the Terry McLaurin thing. Like, what are you doing? Like, you were relying on Austin Eckler and Zach Ertz, and Debo looks good, but we didn't know how good Debo was going to look. So like, the fact they were relying on ancient dinosaurs when you had Terry McLaurin, who's been a Washington guy through and through, loves it, doesn't want to go anywhere, he took the high road the whole time. He wasn't doing AJ Brown shit. That pisses me off. Alex says, what do you think about Detroit with 80% of the money on them, but the Lions keep moving towards Chiefs? I think I like the Chiefs in this game. Especially the fact they lost that game to the Jags, like they can't go 2-4. And I learned my lesson from that Ravens game. Granted that Lamar got hurt, but they were losing that game even with Lamar healthy. And after the Ravens had that tough loss, I was like, the Ravens are going to clean up on the Chiefs, and they got their ass beat. So like, I'd never bet against the Chiefs. I try not to. I think he's the favorite right now, Poker, for offensive player of the year. You said offensive player. He's the favorite for rookie of the year. It's going to be a great offense, man. And you still have Cade Otton, who I like. That's fine, though. You don't need to win your division, Timothy. Like, that's overrated. I just feel like I'd rather have it than not. Your key is get Jaden Daniels and your offensive line intact for the playoffs. That's your hope. And you guys match up well against the Eagles. Let's be honest. Like, you are one of the last 3 teams to beat the Eagles. And that was like week 14 last year. The top 3, baby. Matt Stafford. What's going on, DB? Oh, the OJ knife bit in the Men's Warehouse. I didn't see it. Fuck. Yeah, I think Brian Robinson's a solid NFL running back, and maybe I'm a little salty because I had 1 million Brian Robinson Jr. best ball shares before the trade came, and I was really liking him this year. I should have looked more into JCM because he was overlooked as a 7th round pick, but the man got a stupid eligibility issue last year in college. Only played 1 game. He was going to be like a 3rd or 4th round pick. I mean, look at the dude's talent. So I wish I had known more about that, and in the future I'll be better. Wally, do I try to make a trade for Henry after this weekend? Probably, because I don't see him having a giant game against the Rams. He might go like 80 and a touchdown. That's not a giant game, and then you have the bye coming up. So I think that his stock will probably still lower a little bit. Yeah, the Bengals, man. I didn't know it's a tense. Like, God, Paul Brown, that's the owner's name. That guy's a turd, bro. What a turd. Ron Rivera, also a turd. Even though he's a Bears legend as a player, turd as a coach. God, Dotson over Olave. Although, hey, Dotson had a badass rookie year for you guys. I like Jahan Dotson out of Penn State. I don't know what happened to him. We got Bucks. We got Bucks fans. We got Washington fans. What's up, last name? Thoughts on trading Ibuka for Barkley? Yeah, you do that right now. You got awesome production out of Ibuka. You do that right now. I don't even need to look at your roster, bro. Like, that's good business. Barkley is still going to be a top 5 running back this year. BTJ with Chuba and Mason. That's not overpaying, bro. I mean, maybe it is. Try to trade, get something back. Try to get something back. I got a second player back. Try to get a elite handcuff back or something like that. Well, that's a good move. Although Chuba doesn't look like he's that good of an asset right now. Waddle and Scat, I get CD. If I get rid of Waddle, you to start Jameson Williams, Golden, Hendy. This week will be rough, but if you have a winning record, do it. If you're 4-1 for sure, do it. 5-0, of course. 2-3, I could see it, but you might be costing yourself the playoffs. So make sure you have a winning record if you do that trade. That's great. The Bengals are selling their old flat screen TVs for $50 in the parking lot last year. Dude, like an NFL franchise needs $50, dude. Like, I'm out here asking for like super chats for $2, but you know what? Like, every little bit helps to keep the lights on for this podcast. I am not the Cincinnati Bengals. Like, owners are billionaires. What the fuck are you doing? Hilarious, dude. Randall Cobb, notorious Bears killer, man. I never forget that. Was it a 3rd and 9 or 4th and 9? He takes it to the house his rookie year. God damn it. I like Randall Cobb. The ghost of Randall Cobb now. Well, Algier is on waivers, so I'd pick him up. Okay. All right. I mean, I can get down on that. Let me just go back to this comment here. If you have running backs to spare, I would do it. Because Mason with the fumble issues and Aaron Jones coming back, I was super high on Mason, but the fumble thing is a problem. Dak or Justin Fields? It's Dak. You're going Dak, bro. I love Justin Fields, but it's Dak. All right, you're 3-2. You can pull the trigger. That's a winning trade. Now it could come back to bite you, but I think CeeDee Lamb comes back week 8 at the latest. That's great. Rumor has it the Bengals are using the TV money for their O-line. Yeah, they it's like the Big Lebowski scene where he buys the fucking half and half and he writes a check for like 37 cents. That's fucking great. Zay Flowers for Nico. Yeah, well, you want Nico. You want Nico over Zay Flowers. Like, even if Lamar's back healthy tomorrow, you want Nico. That's an easy one. Yeah, you're starting Rico over almost anyone, Wally. I think Rico is a top 14 running back this week, maybe even higher. That's a smash. I mean, I like Zay, but it's not a good situation right now with Cooper Rush. I hear Shaheed I hear the Steelers were looking at Shaheed. I don't know why the Steelers aren't trying to get Chris Olave. I feel like Chris Olave pairs well with DK Metcalf. You know, it's like a nice wine and cheese pairing because Olave is a really, really good tactical route runner. And then you can really, really just unleash DK. I know Shaheed's not bad either, but they're both downfield players. So I would rather have, I know the price would probably be higher on Olave. Is probably why. It doesn't seem like he's that close to coming back, Cheerio. I would say week 8 he comes back is my first impression. And if he comes back week 7, they're risking they're fine right now without him. Start one Wandale tonight or Shakir. I'm going Shakir over Wandale. Also, do I risk Kamara this weekend if you don't play? Shit. Man, I think Kamara plays. I don't think it's as brutal. I think they're being cautious with them, but who fucking knows? Who knows? So if you want to be safe, just start Wandale, and then you can just bench Shakir, I guess. If that there, I didn't realize you had an injury Kamara question there. I still want Nico over Wilson, Wally, and I like Garrett Wilson, but All right, Chase, I got you, bro. I'm gonna put it in here. I have 4 of them. A couple of them are really, really deep shots, so you can kind of choose what you want. So we have start here. This is one really, really deep shot here. Let me take this comment off here. This is a deep guy. It's only 3 legs, but I mean, I can't believe the odds are what they are for a 3-man here. And then this is a deeper guy. This one's huge. I don't hate it. It's very correlated with each other. I feel like if the Eagles can crush them, this has a 10% chance to hit, I suppose. I'll get to your question in a second, AK, Matt, all you guys. Give me a second. This one is not as deep of a play. They're all kind of similar. I'm just banking on the Eagles crushing them. I could be way off on this one. I know the Eagles win the game. I'm banking on them crushing them. And then if you just want to screenshot those or whatever. And then this one is probably my least favorite one. I don't know what the hell I'm doing here. So, yeah, this is probably my least favorite one. This is a no sweat. All right, back to comments here. Thank you, Braden. Newest addition to the Discord. Welcome again, Braden. You're the 37th member in the Discord. It's a great community, a lot of awesome shit. I don't do prize picks yet, Jason. I'll probably get on that at some point this year. Let's see what we got. Starting Taysom Hill, Matt, is YOLO, and I do appreciate that because it's fun. Like when he has those games where he has, 90 yards rushing, 2 touchdowns, and he throws a touchdown pass and gets a couple catches. Like it's so fun. But he also has those games with 8 carries for 9 yards, and it's not fun. But it's YOLO. Full PBR, Chase Brown or Jalen Warren. This is my flex or gamble with CD. It's Chase Brown for me. I feel like Gainwell has earned a bigger role. He was already having a big role weeks 1 through 3. Or one for the first 2 weeks, sorry. And then when you saw what he did as a starter, I think it's a 50-50 or at best 60% Jalen Warren. Chase Brown, yes, tough matchup, but Green Bay's defense has looked inconsistent, and Chase Brown is going to have 5 or 6 catches. If it was half PPR or standard, I'd go Jalen Warren, but give me the PPR scam running back there and Chase Brown. Yeah, Timothy, we're not benching Saquon Barkley. I don't know how banged up he is. I mean, and I can see the narrative of the fact he only had 6 touches on Sunday. Maybe they were kind of resting him a bit for this game. The difference is he was still out there 72% of the snaps. So, yes, he didn't get the touches on Sunday, but if he was truly banged up, why have him in there pass protecting and running routes? So I don't think Saquon's banged up. Appreciate you, AK. No, I'm not worried about Saquon's injury. I don't even know. I mean, I could be wrong. That's my big bet of the night. It's 103 total yards for Saquon over that. I'm not worried. It's also against his former team. Like, we'll see. I'm not too worried about it. Now, I could be totally wrong on that one, but I guess the number's going up. Like I said, I bet it at 103.5. It's now at 112. So apparently the public's not worried about it. Ooh, that's a tough one, man. I would go Ladd just because the offensive line issues there, which you might think is a bad thing with Ladd. I don't think it is. I think they're going to get Ladd in a bunch of quick shit, which is what they were doing last year. And I could see going Smith. Smith probably has a better chance at a touchdown. But with A.J. Brown, them needing to feed A.J. Brown, with Saquon Barkley not being utilized, with the tush push, like there's just a lot of ways that he doesn't score a touchdown where Ladd should be safe for 6 catches. Them Cowboys fans, he's got to feel bad for Cowboys fans. Although if they're old, like at your age, I feel bad for Cowboys fans. Like people that are a little older than me, they got to live through the awesome 90s, which like I did, but I was a kid, like they were the team of that's when they get the crowned America's team. Well, that might have been the Tom Landry shit too. I don't know if Chase Brown gets a TD. I feel pretty safe with Chase Brown getting 18 touches though. Okay, Mark. Sorry, man. Let's see. I'm looking for Mark's question. Fuck, why can't I find it? Hold on, I'll try to find it. You want the Giants and the points? I'm looking, Mark. I'm looking. Shit. I don't see it. I don't see it. My bad, bro. Banking on Bill's production, even if Saquon's healthy. I'm not in the business of benching Saquon Barkley, like on a plus matchup. Just not in the business of that. So, like, I would just feel sick to my stomach if you sit Barkley and he has 150 yards and 2 touchdowns. Like, he has yet to have a long run this season. He's only had some long receptions. It's Saquon fucking Barkley. I think I like Nico more than London. It's so close. I prefer London in full PPR, I guess, if it's full PPR. I like him better in that scoring. Half PPR, I want Nico. He is a touchdown machine. Yeah, how is Florida like one of the states that doesn't have like a lot of sports betting? Like, it's fucking Florida, dude. Every episode of Cops ever in the world is filmed in Florida, and they don't have that. Yeah, it's like 40 and a half, 40.5, I think, or 41, Jay. I like the over. This, Braden, this all depends on the health. Pearsall's not playing. From what I've heard, Pearsall's out. Kittle's out, and then it's about Jennings. If Jennings is out, it's 100% Tunges. Like, not even close. You're making that move. If Jennings plays, it's close. I still kind of like Tunges over Hunter Henry because it seems like Mac Jones loves Tunges. Your baby's daddy. First-time listener. Team is kind of depleted. Sweating. Tight end, 12-man season. Need a W. Theo, Andrews, or Taysom. Well, it's not Taysom, bro. It's not Andrews. It can't be Andrews. So, 0.25 PPR. Man, in 0.25 PPR, I think we're going Taysom Hill, buddy. That's essentially standard. Taysom's going to get a rushing touchdown, especially if Kamara misses, dude. So I think I'm going, or you might be a girl, your baby's daddy. Person, how about that? Human. I'll call you a human. I'll go Taysom. It's Theo or Taysom because Theo's fine too. I just think Taysom's the upside shot though, right? What do you guys think in the chat? Here you go, Mark. Sorry about that. Bench is now Sharp, Harvey, Robinson Jr., and Kyler. If I need to drop someone, I can drop Kyler, right? Yeah, you have Goff, drop Kyler. If it's not going to be Kyler, I would probably drop. Oh, man. I'd hate to drop Harvey, but like Robinson Jr. with CMC's workload, like he's averaging 28 touches a game, like 26 touches a game, 28 opportunities a game. You want to have the handcuff, and it seems clear that Brian Robinson Jr. would be in line for a big workload if anything happened to CMC. So, yeah, you got to drop Kyler. You have Goff. Now, Goff has a week 8 bye. You can find a player week 8 to fill in. No, I don't think Hurts throws a TD, Alex. I would bet against that one. Hell yeah, man. Are they still shooting cops? That's a fun show to watch. Some episodes are boring, but it's good. Settle after week 9, trading CMC, London, May for Lamar, Puka, and A-Chain. After week 9, if everyone stays healthy, CMC, London, and May for Lamar, Puka, and A-Chain. I love that. Love that. I mean, you can maybe do it now if you can afford missing 2 weeks of Lamar. Thank you, Wally, for the kind words. He's just speaking the truth, baby. And watching guys pound beer for money. It's like an OnlyFans for beer, which is cool. And like, if I was sexier, I could do it like for sex, but like it'd be all gay dudes in here. And I don't know if gay dudes really love football. I mean, there's some gay dudes that like football, but that's not really my target demo. The community is the channel. That's the thing about this channel is I am nothing without the community. You guys are something without me, I suppose. So I think I need you guys more than you need me. Fuck the garden gnome. I'm cool dropping him. He is a garden gnome. That is his name. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to make a badass graphic. And actually, Poker, if you're still in here, you can make a sweet some AI thing with a Garden Gnome and Kyler. I can make some type of Garden Gnome Kyler thing, with my editing, and we got to have that. That's his new nickname on the channel, the Garden Gnome. I love it. I'm pretty sure that probably would cancel Cops because it essentially was a bad episode of Cops. Timothy, I can't recommend a player. Here's what I could recommend you do. This is what I always say is find a team. I'm hoping this is a 12-team league where most teams are rostering 2 quarterbacks. Find a team that's in hell, that has Kyler Murray, for instance, or, has a really rough quarterback spot, and trade him to that team. Get as much as you can. That's where you're going to get the most. You don't want to trade him to a team that has, I'm trying to think, like Patrick Mahomes. You're not going to get anything for him. So Garrett, that's a tough one, man. I think I'm starting Goddard. I don't know. Like Kelsey's a touchdown or bust, and Goddard kind of is too, but they've been looking for Goddard underneath a lot this year. I think I'd go Goddard. You know what you do, Ed Garrett? Go check the Vegas lines right now. Go look at the reception line, their yards line, and touchdowns line, and just go with whatever Vegas is telling you. That's kind of what I do on these really close calls, or I use my gut. But since it's not my team, I don't really have a gut call on this. I don't have any of either of these guys. I have maybe 2 shares of Goddard. Is it really plus 195? And then Kappa was in here earlier, Alex, saying that two touchdowns for AJ Brown is 16-1. I'm not going anywhere, Wally. I'm not going anywhere. Oh, Sora doesn't know. Okay. Well, I see your picture. Yeah, we should do a Garden Gnome, some type of Garden Gnome Kyler Murray thing, which would be awesome. Sorry, Caps. We're talking about Kyler's referred to as the Garden Gnome on this channel now, which I love. So we got to find a way to incorporate that. I have a guy interested in Rice. He has Derrick Henry and would give me a little more for Rice. He also has Jacobs, so I'm trying to get them both. I mean, you're not going to be able to get. You can get Jacobs and Henry and a little bit more. Yeah, do that. Get as much as you can, baby. But I like it. I like it. Buying alone Henry is good business right now. All right. All right. Do that. Max, you're in. You're in there. 2 TDs plus 500. I just think they're gonna try to get Barkley in the end zone in this game, right? Against his old team. Yeah, Tiny Dancer guard. I gotta get the hats first. I'm still rocking these the original hats from Rob Squared, the origins of the podcast. So I gotta crowd fund some money here to get the merch. I'm gonna order like 100 of them, at least 50 or 100. It's gonna be like $1,000. And I could just buy it out of pocket. I'm going to be, once the Patreon starts hitting, boys, I'm going to give away merch to everyone in the Patreon. Like one a month, I'll give away merch once a month. And, it doesn't seem like there'll be a lot of people in there. So you'll probably end up getting merch at some point for free. And then when it really takes off, I can get like some shit mass produced. While we're on the topic, I'm going to show you kind of what I got going on here. So if you're not in the Discord, this is a way to get in the Discord and support the channel. As of now, it's just the OGs and a few people that have been really donating to me. You get early access to bets too. So you would have Saquon Barkley at 103.5 like I do instead of 112. Next tier is 10. We also have a $2 tier just for saying thank you. A lot of good stuff in here. This is access to the fantasy leagues. And if you do a yearly subscription, I'm going to pay for, if we get enough people to have multiple leagues, I'm going to give a free league away, a free entry to the league away with Play Against Me and Story. And then this is the big banger here. I don't expect many people to join this. If you want to come on the show, and you're in the group, you get every perk possible. Plus you get a monthly appearance on the show, which is going to be super fun. Other good stuff too there. So the link is in the description. I believe I put in the description. If it's not in the description, it is, somewhere here. It's on the QR code. I don't know if I put it in the description. I might have missed that one. Anyways, getting back to questions here. Gary, I traded Diggs and Mason for Daniels and Olave. Yeah. Jaden Daniels is a buy low right now, baby. I love that one. And Josh Jacobs is the definition of a top 5 fantasy running back. No threat behind him. Emmanuel Wilson's fine. No threat behind him. Top 10 offense. Great defense. They love Josh Jacobs. Also, why would they rest Josh Jacobs besides for the playoffs? And they're going to be fighting to get in the playoffs now. at least fighting to win that division. And Josh Jacobs is not their future, right? They're going to ride him into the ground. Top 5 for sure. I'm 1-4 in a 2 quarterback flex league in 2 weeks. In 2 weeks, by grabbing all the quarterbacks off waivers, I turned Browning into Rashee Rice and Rattler plus Marks into Breece Hall. I remember that one, Smitty. Start 2 running. That's how you do it in Superflex right there. And now Browning's not even a starter anymore. You fucking fleece that dude. Start 2 running backs: Monty, Henderson, White, Hall. Rashad White for sure, and then Breece Hall. It's Breece Hall and Henderson if it's a full PPR, especially. Sorry, it's White and Hall, not Henderson. Rashad White and Breece Hall. It's Waddle. I don't. I still can't trust Ridley. I love Ridley, but it's Waddle right now. Ooh, I could do that. I haven't played Madden forever. I can sure as hell commentate, dude. Not Teddy Two Gloves, man. He's done. I think the Jameis Winston thing, Braden, was the obvious one, but we'll see. Flacco's still better than Browning. Ooh, I don't know about that one. Hey, Clowney, what's going on? Yeah, I'm down to spitball whatever we can do, man. Again, like this is your channel, this is my channel, this is our channel. So that's why I do want to get some of you on the show. Now, in particular, Blake, who's doing all my thumbnails, like you don't have to join the Patreon. You are literally like saving me a lot of time. And also the thumbnails are fucking epic, dude. Thank you so much. And then Steve Casey, who I haven't seen in a couple days, but Steve Casey is my like officially the king of the page, or not the Patreon, the king of the Discord. He's helped me out with all that. So yes, hell yeah. No, isn't Teddy Two Gloves coaching like high school football? Didn't he have that whole scandal where he was like paying for kids' lifts, which isn't a scandal. He was helping out underprivileged youth, and he got in trouble for it. Fucking joke, dude. I hate high school and college like sanctions. It's fucking bullshit, man. Fucking garbage. Is he really? He might be. Oh, no shit. He was I thought he was coaching. See, sometimes I don't know everything. Oh, Kyle Trask. What a bum out of Florida. What a bum. You know, I'm always so weary of these like 6'6" quarterbacks. Like they usually don't work out. Remember how John Elway forever was just fucking drafting like the tallest quarterback in the draft and just always sucked? Yeah, Blake, he got in trouble for paying for people's lifts and like Ubers, dude. It's hilarious. So the kids got home safe. Ben is going to be on every Tuesday. Ben's every Tuesday, and then occasionally mixing in on some other shows. But he works 2 jobs. Ben's a hard worker, man, and he's in college still. So he's actually out of town this weekend on a wedding. Anyways, I got a little bit of time left here. I got to take care of some stuff for the game. And then again, I will be on with Story tonight at 10:30 or 10:45. I'll set it here in a couple hours when I talk to Story, exactly what time it is. And it'll be a good show tonight. Just a recap. We'll talk a lot of upcoming week 6 stuff. Big Ray is probably going to be my every Saturday night guy, J-Bob, because the funny thing is Saturday night is the gambling show, but it ends up just being a random, shit show of just whatever the comments want. So yeah, Ray's my fun guy. I'm glad you guys like him. He's entertaining for sure. He actually knows his shit. I mean, he beats me in fantasy football in the leagues I play. He has, at least recently, and he's a guy that just really sticks to his convictions, and usually he's right on his deep calls. So anytime. I'm not really a touchdown guy, Braden, so you're gonna have to ask these others. I am good at first touchdown bets, but in this situation, there's such obvious ones. I like the deep cut ones, and I'm not about to bet any Giants first touchdown scorer. So that's the problem I don't like. I like the 20-1 shots, and there's no one I like in this game. Maybe if you want to be weird and do like who's the backup? Alcantara? Is it Alcantara? The Calcaterra, sorry. Calcaterra, maybe something crazy like that. Well, Blake, I can't endorse plus 250 because I told you I am in. I'm against him 7 leagues. 7 times I'm against Devonta Smith. I cannot root for that. I cannot bet on that. I'm not hedging that. Chaz is every Wednesday night, so I'm going to get a pretty set schedule here. Story pretty much is going to be on every time there's a late game, as in like Thursday night football, Sunday night football, and then Monday night football. Story's on all of those with me, and then Tuesdays Dave for waivers and like a first hour. He's got kids and he's like the A parent there. So he'll be on for an hour, and then Ben will finish the show up. And then Wednesday's Chaz, Thursday's Story. Friday's kind of up in the air. I think hopefully, ideally, I want to have Friday as a guest day where I have guests come on the show. I think in the future, that's what I would like to have happen because everyone's kind of free on Friday night. Again, still trying to work all this. I have some good ideas, but we'll figure. Ben's on every Tuesday. You want to come say hi to everyone? You got the regular. Come on, come say hi to the regulars. They want to see you. Uh-huh. My wife's a sweetheart. She's also in 11 leagues right now and crushing ass. Say hi.
Hey guys.
She's so nice. 11 leagues, crushing ass. Say hi. Give a kiss to the camera.
No, what? That's
come on, Jesus. I'll fucking suck the camera. Whoa. Yeah, she's in 11 leagues, dude. She is like 70% win percentage. She's fucking killing it, bro. I drafted all our teams with the same theories I had in mind, same players. And, what's funny is she has more Rashee Rice than I do. She has like 6 Rashee Rice, and she's got a better record than me. Like combined record. I don't have that much fucking Rashee Rice. So she's going to win a lot of money this year. She got the greatest history, too. She's played 5 leagues over 2 years. She's got 2 firsts, 2 seconds, and a 4th. She's never missed the playoffs. Fucking unreal. Unreal. Everyone says hi. DB was. I haven't seen him in a little bit. Jerry Jones flipping off the fan in his response. I was trying to give a thumbs up. Well, you know what? Jerry Jones is pretty dumb, so I don't know if he can actually like figure out his fingers. Well, J Bob, I did draft every one of her teams, and then we go through the lineup decisions together. So, but she did one league on her own, and you're 3-2, right? Yeah, that was the last one. So she knows her shit. Like she's getting there, right? It's her 3rd year playing. She's getting there. She knows a decent amount about fantasy, though. Obviously, like I'm always watching shit on the TV, and then obviously all the pods. Devonta Smith, Olave, or BTJ this week. I already have Pittman and JSN starting. I'm starting BTJ, dude. Olave has a lot. Is going to get Christian Gonzalez a lot of time in this game against the Pats. So, and BTJ is upswing. That's actually one of my bets. BTJ over 56, or is it 57.5 yards this week? I bet it on the Monday night game. I like it. She's been on the show before. She's camera shy, man. And she was actually, I streamed all my drafts. This is kind of before a lot of you guys joined in here. She was on one, yeah, but it was a small little camera thing. Next year, I think this time, or if we decide to do the OnlyFans thing, where it's a mixture of her, playing with herself, me talking football, us talking football, and then me finishing off the stream with me banging her. That would be ideal, but we got to figure that one out. I'm going to try this one first because she's not really on board with that. Throwback to when the photo came out of Jerry Jones blocking the yeah, dude. You remember that? Well, obviously we don't remember being there, but like that's like a Forrest Gump moment where it's like, nope, there's Jerry Jones, like he's trying to stop the social movements. All right, gentlemen, I had to get off. I got an hour before the game. I got to prep the late pod and then watch the game and eat some food. So any last questions I will answer. Otherwise, 10:30 or 10:45 tonight, depending on how late the game runs. Usually it's 20 minutes after the game is over. We will be on. Usually it's me waiting for Story and I'm talking in the lobby because Story is usually late. Love you, Story, but I'll get on him for that. I know Mark will be in here. Ooh, look at that. Call it Only Fanatics. Yes. That's right, because it has Only Fan. Yeah, dude. See, that's why I love this community, man. Julie says, trade JSN and A-Chain for Josh Jacobs and CD. I would do that. Yeah, Jacobs over A-Chain, and I want CD and JSN's kind of a wash. If you could get it done next week, yes, but the trade might expire. So if you have, I'm guessing if you have JSN, you probably have a 4-1 record is my guess. Full PPR. I would do that because it might not be there for you next week. And you already have Josh Jacobs off. Josh Jacobs does not have his bye week anymore. That's another plus for this trade. I would do that for sure. All right, I'm going to play my Oh, this light's going out. No. You see that? It's a strobe light. Yeah. I was like, what is there? Is a fire department here or something? Damn it. I'm going to play my clip here and then I'll talk you out and then I'll be out. The strobe light's fucking with my head right now.
You asked to see me. I made your Cajun chicken niblets.
No. You made my year. You have a gift. And a super dope hat. This is cool. All right, boys. Let's go!
Cheerio, you really think JSN and Etienne are better? Josh Jacobs is so safe. And I still want CeeDee Lamb over JSN once CeeDee Lamb's back. I mean, I love JSN, dude. I'm saying CeeDee Lamb was a top 5 pick for a reason. Like, he has a number 1 overall season under his belt. It's CeeDee Lamb. I know there's still the injury concern when he comes back with the ankle. I get that. I'm playing to win, and I feel like Etienne's more at risk to get hurt than Josh Jacobs. So what do you mean by that, Blake? They're the same ones that we see, right? Yeah. Oh, I think you're asking if they like them. Yeah, why wouldn't they? They're fucking amazing. All right, I'm out of here. 10:45 tonight. So that's 4.5 hours. I'll be out here with Story. Love your life. Respect each other. Be kind. Let's watch some football. And yes, you should start George Pickens for sure. Start George Pickens. This moment's a gift. That's why it's called the presence. Love you guys. Peace.